What's up? I am Latasha. I'm Tasha, and this is the nighttime wind down. Just talk, go over the stuff I'm going to go over. Then I'm gonna get off because I'm tired and I'm sleepy. But shout out to all the people that watch. Shout out to all the people that have subscribed to my channel. I appreciate it. Appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come on here and watch my content. Cause I know too many people don't. So if you come on here, thank you for just being here, taking in all this information. And I probably start back doing like the mental health check-in, like I know I was used to, and then we get to talk about spiritual stuff, emotional health, emotional well-being, and mental well-being, and all that good stuff. But I try to put it all into like one thing in 30 minutes. I don't know if I'm be on here 30 minutes, depending on how many people get on here. But happy birthday to my birthday people if you had a birthday today. Hopefully you celebrated yourself, had a good time, appreciate yourself, love yourself, being good to yourself as well as being good to others. But make sure you celebrate yourself and happy birthday again. It's your born day, it's your Earth Day. So just be happy with yourself. Appreciate everything about yourself. Look in the mirror, tell yourself you love yourself, flaws and all. So, daily affirmations for tonight, or you can take it into tomorrow. I attract love. I cannot be replaced. I am successful, and I am powerful and fearless. So those are the daily affirmations for tonight. Because the nighttime here, morning, wherever you are, afternoon, because these different time zones in different places in this world. Could be on the other side of the world where it's morning, could be afternoon, could be evening, could be nighttime, wherever you are. So just take it all in and take it into your day, use it throughout your life. And I know I used to watch, me and my son have a dry erase board on our door with command strips. This is a good thing to have when you write daily affirmations on their board and you read it like every, probably put like 5 or 6, 7 maybe, depending on how many of it, probably like 5 I think. And read it throughout the week, read it throughout your day. Walk by it, because we walk by it all the time. I put different ones on his was in his bedroom. Mine was on my bed, on the door. But I started writing on there. Need to start back. But it's a good thing to have. So you can write affirmations on it, just read it, use it, and just ingest it mentally and take it in. Each time you read it, walk by it, use it throughout your day and throughout your week. So just a little tidbit. But talking about Big Tigger, they said he faces battery and child cruelty charges. Allegedly, faces battery and child cruelty charges. He was booked into the Fulton County Jail, and his wife Alicia Brown accused him of tackling her during a dispute. Allegedly, he paid a $10,000 bond and was released, and he's denying the claims. He's denying those claims. We're going to another story. Says physical closeness increases the chances of falling in love. Physical closeness increases the chances of falling in love. It says spending more time with your crush in person instead of talking to them over the phone or texting them over the phone. Spending more time with them increases the chances of you being hugely attracted to them. It says research in social psychology found that being around your crush plays a huge role in attraction, which is true. Because the more time you're around somebody, you're more likely. It depends on how they act or their character or whatever. But the more you're around a person, you probably start to like them. First of all, you gotta be attracted to them. Because if you're not attracted to them, you're not gonna like them anyway. But But if they're your crush, if somebody's your crush, if you're attracted to them, of course you're gonna the more time you spend around them, you're gonna come more and more closer to that person. So just putting that out there. The more a person sees and interacts with another person, the more likely they are to develop trust, familiarity, and emotional connection. It says when we have face-to-face interactions with our crushes, whoever we're crushing on, interactions, it allows people to pick up on body language, facial expressions, eye contact, and subtle social cues, which is true. Um, Spending time together, it creates shared experiences, it strengthens emotional bonds, increases feelings of closeness, and leads to stronger romantic feelings. The conclusion is in-person contact remains one of the most factors in turning attraction into genuine affection, and some cases love. Going to the next story. Over 25 million young adults under 25 years old in the U.S. live with their parents more than at any point on record. It has been common in many other cultures for people younger than 35 or younger to live with their family, move back home, and live with their family, the home that what they grew up in with their parents, move back in with their parents, and living with their parents. Basically, it was more common in other cultures than it is in the United States. You grow up and you get out your parents' house, become independent, and get away from your parents. That's in the United States. But it says the reason why more people that's 35 and younger is staying at home to their 35 or older, or move back home at their age or younger, like graduate from college or whatever, you move back home, is because rising housing costs, which they can't afford it, student debt, trying to pay off the student debt, which I still got, and I graduated in 2006, and still got student loans that I can't pay off, that I couldn't pay off and still can't pay off. Inflation, as it says, challenging job market has made it difficult for young adults to afford independent living, which is true, because it's harder now because inflation and all this stuff. People can't afford to live on their own. It increased during the COVID pandemic and has remained elevated. And it says for young people living at home longer and moving back home is a necessity. It allows them to save money, pay down debt, and cope with soaring rents, which is true. It was one guy, ending on a good note, it was one guy cured of sickle cell disease. It was a man in New Orleans. He was 23 years old. He became the first person in Louisiana he's from New Orleans, Louisiana. He was the first person to functionally be cured of sickle cell disease through gene therapy. So that's a plus, ending on a good note. Unless somebody else got something to say, my day went well. I went to work, got up, got myself brushed my teeth, washed my face, all that good stuff. Worked out and went to work. Came home, ate, and watched some TV. And probably finna wrap my day up, but I'll see. Been watching SWAT on Bounce stuff. I used to watch SWAT when it was on CBS, but the stuff that I'm seeing is new to me because I stopped watching it because I think I stopped getting CBS because I got a digital antenna. Sometimes it, or maybe I just didn't. Now it will come in. I ain't never had cable. I always had a digital antenna. Where sometimes CBS will come in on the digital antenna. Sometimes it won't. Depending on the day, most of the time it won't. If it did come in, I would watch it. But SWAT stopped coming on. So now they're playing reruns of it on Bounce, which that's what I'm watching. So been watching SWAT for like 3 or 4 hours now. It's still on, probably for one more hour, and probably gonna stop watching it. People are watching soccer. That's what's been on Fox. People are watching soccer, FIFA, the whole FIFA stuff. So slash football. Cause soccer is football in other countries, but soccer is soccer here. Football everywhere else, and soccer is soccer in this in the United States. So yeah. Anything else that happened is a guy that now he called himself interested in me, which I don't know why, because I already told him it's too late. It's too late for all that. I'm like, dude, I'm not even, I probably end up telling him I'm not even interested. I'm like, your chances. I already told him, like, dude, your chance, you had the opportunity to get to know me better last summer. Because, like I said, I told him I liked you. I actually did like him. Not anymore. I really don't like him anymore. So I was like, dude, whatever. You can walk around here. And then I don't trust him because the people he hang around and one of the people that I'm not that fond of is his family member. He's kin to this person. So I'm like, I'm not that fond of her. And for all I know, and then her and this other person, they cool with each other. So for all I know, they probably put him up to it. Yeah, man, go act like you like her and see if she'll be intimate with you. See if you can get her to be intimate with you or whatever. But jokes on him. I'm not that type of person. And whatever, dude, I don't even like you like that. And it was one day we was watching. It was baseball on ESPN, and it was these two baseball teams. It was like weird. I never something. I think it was look. It did say something about bananas and clowns. I think it was the Indianapolis Clowns or the Indianapolis Bananas or something like that. And he said Indiana going back into the education system. Please pick up a book, kids, adults. Please pick up a book and read. Please learn how to spell and pronounce things, because you're around here looking real stupid if you cannot pronounce Indiana, which that's Indianapolis is in Indiana, but he said Indiana. I was like, that is not Indiana. I said it's Indianapolis. Indianapolis, which is hard to say, but at least I can say it, and then at least I knew what it was. But hey, how you doing? The person that's in here, how are you doing? Hope everything is going well. You can put something in the chat if you want to, but I'm probably about to wrap this up. I done went over the stuff that I had to go over. If I can stay on here 15 more minutes, I will, because I really don't have anything to talk about. But I was talking about somebody was asking Schuler King, why don't men approach women? Probably because they're afraid of rejection. That's what I've heard. I've heard that the reason why men don't approach women is because they're afraid of rejection or a woman biting their head off and being ugly toward them or something. But I don't know. I don't know why men don't approach. All I know is I'm not about to approach a man because I'm a woman. And I don't know why men want. The problem is they're approaching the wrong women. Men are approaching the wrong women. Men are 9 times out of 10 are going to go for a woman that's more physically appealing to me. Take from me, I know I'm not ugly. I'm not ugly. That's one thing I do know, that I'm not ugly. I might not be to I might not, I know I'm not a 10. I give myself a 7.5. I give myself a 7.5 because I'm short and I'm not that skinny. So I will give myself a 7.5. So with that said, I don't know why men don't approach women. And if they do, they're approaching women that don't want them. So they have to chase them, going back into men chasing women. So they have to chase them. And if you're approaching a woman that don't want you, that you know that's not going to be attracted to you, of course you're going to get turned down. Of course you're going to. I'm like 9 times out of 10, those type of women, they're toxic anyway. And the good ones, the good women, you're not even going to look at. And 9 times out of 10, good women, they in the house, they're not even out. They go to work and go home. Like me, I go to work, I come home, I don't be out like that. I'm not in the streets, I'm not for the streets, I'm not a street person. So 9 times out of 10, women that men are attracted to, or men do approach, so the ones that are approaching women, they're approaching women that really probably are not going to want them. So that's all I'm saying. But I don't know. I'm gonna see after I get off here, I'm gonna see what Sheila said about that topic, about why men don't approach women, and I'm gonna ask that. I gotta work tomorrow, so I'm gonna ask, why don't men approach women? That's a good question, cause most of them don't. The last dude that approached me and told me that he wanted me, he was 20 years old. Now, tell me why a 20-year-old has the nerve will come up to me and tell me that he likes me and that he want me, but an older man won't, my age, because I'm 46. And I always find that if younger guys will sit up here, they'll talk to you, and they'll give you signs that they're interested, and at some point they will say something to you. But men my age will not, which is interesting. But I don't know why. Going back to that whole question, I don't know if it is they're afraid of rejection, afraid of being rejected, and then some other dude. And then another problem I have are men that always come up to me, and I'm like, either they're selling drugs, on drugs, alcoholic. You could just tell, eyes be red, smoking weed. I don't do weed smokers. That's another issue with this dude that be around me now, but trying to call himself trying to holler at me, but he smokes weed and I don't do that. I done told him that. I was like, I was around dudes that smoke that stuff. I don't like it. I don't like people that smoke. I don't like people that drink. I don't like people. I'm like, and he already told me who he was, and the type of person he is. I'm like, you're not for me, and I can just tell you that now. You are far from. He's the type that I used to be attracted to a long time ago. I used to give chances to people like him, and I'm like, I am not reverting back. I'm like, no, I'm not reverting back, because one, I'm better than that, and God knows. He's like, now you know that has not worked so far, so don't even go back that way. Why revert back to something that you know that's not gonna work? And then he don't have a car, out here walking around. I'm like, dude, you are not it. You are so not it. And then he be up there, and I do stuff on purpose because I know females be watching me, so I be low key saying stuff to these younger dudes, just talking, just general talk, and they be acting like I'm flirting with these dudes, but it's just general talk. And these women that I work with be low key getting jealous. Somebody, oh, I see you, Tasha. See me what? Talking? Yeah, and they talking back, having a conversation. I can't talk to people. Nah, you just mad because you ain't up here and they're not talking to you and they're not smiling at you and looking at you the way they looking at me. That's all I gotta say. I'm like, and then he back there, low key, probably mad because I was like, probably think, oh, that's what she like. Yeah. At least I can say this, at least they in college and got something going for themselves. I can say that. And they ain't out here walking the street selling drugs or whatever. But at least they got in college and get a degree. I can say that about them college, them football players and all them other dudes. The majority of the ones I know, white, black, Indian. Because I get along with all of them. I'm a cool person. That's why I don't see. That's why the other people that I work with don't understand. You give off a certain energy. If your energy is off, people can tell it. People can tell when you're being genuine. People can tell when you're faking. If your energy is off, people know it. And you can tell, just like when people come on here, people can tell that I'm a good person. I get it all the time in these comments. They're like, oh, you seem like you're a good person. I'm like, yeah, because I am. And then to be children. So, children know good people. So, children are blessed to know when people are bad and when people are good because they have good instincts, good insight. Just like women, they say trust your gut. So, people know who will and who ain't, who's not. So, because ain't isn't a word, but people know who's real and who's not. So, just putting that out there. But, yeah, okay. I'm at 22 minutes and 30 seconds, so I'm going to end it now. Since somebody's on here, if you come back and watch this, check out my playlist. Come back. I know why, because I'm going to come on here at 6:30. I waited, so it didn't put nobody in. It probably shoot into the algorithm. There's probably other people on here at 7 o'clock. They get on here at 7 o'clock. But I am about to wrap this up. Y'all have a blessed night. Make sure you're working out 3 to 5 days a week, 30 minutes each time. Getting your cardio in, walking, hiking, jogging, going to the gym if you can afford a gym membership. But some type of exercise. YouTube have free workouts. Y'all can do YouTube. Everybody got these phones, these smartphones. So get on YouTube, find your workout that you can do without equipment and with equipment. Fit by Mick. That's what I do for women. There's other types of workout for men and stuff too. But Fit by Mick, she does stuff with, you can do it with weights or you can do it without weights. She always makes sure you can do it with or without. So check that out. I do it 5 days a week. It helps. I've been doing it for the longest. I started out walking when I started exercising, which has been years ago, because I've been pretty consistent, real consistent, honestly. But walking, then I'm jogging. I went to jogging and walking. Then I went to jogging 2 miles straight. Then I moved to the YouTube stuff, doing Robert Short, Highway Fit. I was doing that twice, 20 minutes in the morning. Then I was doing 20 minutes at night. There was a point where I was working out in the morning and then coming back and working out in the afternoons. I was working out like 2 hours a day. I stopped that. But make sure you're working out, getting your physical activity in, getting enough sleep, 7 to 9 hours a day. Make sure you're taking care of your mental health, doing the right thing. If you're dealing with trauma, anxiety, depression, you can talk to a therapist, a psychiatrist, a counselor. You talk to your primary care physician that can give you a referral to one of those people, therapist, a counselor, a psychiatrist, if you're dealing with trauma, anxiety, depression, any kind of mental illness. What else? Spiritual, going to the spiritual stuff. If you need, going back to the mental health, I'm going to reverse back mental health. If you need somebody to talk to, you can also find a trusted friend that you can talk to, get your feelings out, men and women, because I know men are known to like hold stuff in, keep stuff to themselves. But you need to get it out because it's bad for your body, it's bad for your mental health, it's bad for your emotional health. So men, women, make sure you find that person or support group that can help you get things out, somebody that you could talk to, give you the right information, a trusted friend, a trusted loved one, someone you trusted family member, a family member that you could trust, that you could talk to get things out of your system. You work so you won't be stressing about stuff, worrying about stuff, and stop worrying about stuff that's out of your control. That's number one. Don't worry about stuff that's out of your control, which a lot of people do. If you can't control it, don't worry about it. And then if you are worried about something that you can't control, figure out how you're going to fix the problem and then fix it. So, but finding a person that you can talk to, whether it's a support group in your community, some people has been through the same thing that you're going through and has healed and has worked through it. They can you can go to that support group, have somebody to talk to, and get stuff out instead of holding it in. So that's mental health. But that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing, even though nobody had liked this video because there really been nobody on here. But I am about to wrap this up. Love yourself. Love others. Take care of yourself. Take care of other people. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Be the light and be the peace in this world. God bless, and you guys have a blessed night, a blessed morning, a blessed afternoon, blessed evening, wherever you are in the world. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.